I'm Dawn Porter, and for the last 4 years, I've been single. It's not that I don't want a relationship. I do. But before I take the plunge, I plan to experience some of the most extreme ways that women find love and live with men.
3, 2, 1, cheers!
I'm traveling all around the world to live with polygamists.
I'm a natural polygamist because I love women so much.
Free lovers. And women who'll do anything to get a man.
Hello, little penis.
Don't say little.
And this week, I'll be immersing myself in the world of geisha. Perpetual party girls who perform for and flirt with Japanese men. It's a journey that will take me from the raunchy hot springs called onsen to living in one of the most sophisticated geisha houses in Kyoto and learning how to really please rich businessmen. Will it teach me more about what I want to do?
And I'm getting really claustrophobic and agitated and annoyed with it. And annoyed with you and annoyed with everyone else.
And more importantly, does dedicating your life to pleasing men make you happy? I'm travelling from the modern world back in time to the world of geisha. Kyoto is the old imperial capital and the centre of geishadom for hundreds of years.
I'm so excited to be in Japan. I've been wanting to come to Japan for years. My favourite things in the whole world are sushi, sex and karaoke, and I just associate all three of them with this place, so I can't believe I'm here. And not only am I in Japan, I'm not just a tourist that's going to see geisha, I'm going to actually live with and as a geisha for a whole week.
I've heard they're a mixture of traditional entertainer and high-class escort who know everything about serving men.
My whole idea of geisha is this girly party. They're all the ultimate party girls. They get to dress up in beautiful clothes, be the funny girl, be the pretty girl, entertain all the time. From what I can gather, they don't go to bed until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, so they're just at parties all the time. It sounds amazing.
I want to persuade the madam to let me live in a geisha house here, but that will be hard. So first, I'm going to an onsen, a nearby spa resort known for a more relaxed and raunchy attitude about how to be a geisha. A kind of Blackpool to Kyoto's Mayfair. For this introduction to the basics, all I need is a kimono, and my translator Rinko takes me to get one.
Do you think the reason why it is more party and more relaxed and the fact that people kind of see the geisha as slightly lower grade here is because they do put out sometimes?
I cannot say, I don't know the fact, but if ever happens, this is a place more likely to happen.
Do you think that the guys here are going to be a bit slimy?
There will be drinking all afternoon.
Yeah.
I mean, drunk men, yes, I would imagine. I wouldn't like to be too close to them.
Some elderly geisha are allowing me to tag along for the day. We've been hired to entertain a group of Japanese businessmen.
Do the guys at the parties ever get out of hand?
Because I get on my nerves.
Not recently.
No, not recently. So what do I do if someone touches my bottom?
No.
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 Okay, let's do it.
Businessmen bring their clients to private geisha shows, a bit like Western men might bring them to lap dances. This party in a hotel conference room lasts a couple of hours and costs £1,000 just for the geisha. The first job seems fairly easy, to serve drinks to men. A bit like being a barmaid in a very uncomfy uniform, but quite fun, as you get to drink a lot. Then the geisha girls start their performance, and this is where the similarity to lap dancing ends. Then things take a different turn. It's party games, and I'm allowed to join in. I am, it seems, the reigning bum game champion. When you lose, you drink. And when you win, you drink. Whether it's my experience, the geisha's lower standards, or the fact that men don't seem to care as long as the alcohol keeps coming, I have an easy time fitting in. But then, things get really weird.
Everyone's just started taking all the men's clothes off.
Suddenly, I'm surrounded by cross-dressing Japanese businessmen. And some of them start lying on top of us.
Hop on! Why not?
Things seem to be getting less and less refined and more frisky. But with 2 hours up, the elderly ladies leave before anything else happens. And I follow the businessmen. I'm not sure I'm getting the full story yet. Do they really pay this much money for drinking, dancing, and dressing up?
Gentlemen, do you think that men come here because they think the geisha are prostitutes?
There may be some, because most of the people like come here to enjoy their dance and the food or the onsen. But some people, you know, every man has like wishes, but like if they react to it or not react to it, it's all up to them. But most of them are not like that.
Are any of you married, and how do your wives feel about you going to geisha parties?
Going to have a party with a geisha is nothing to be shameable. In fact, something you are always proud of. It's exactly the same to go into the company and do the business, or going to have a drink with a geisha.
No, it's not.
So that wife is always proud of her husband going to see the geisha.
Apart from the arts, what is it that men like so much about geisha?
It's just because they are women. It's a very natural thing that the men like women, like Adam and Eve. That's all over the world.
Ah, so there you have it. As old as Adam and Eve and as frisky as, well, about as frisky as a Carry On movie. I can't wait to go to Kyoto and get into the real training myself. Having learnt a bit about the basics in the black pool of geishadom, I want to see if I can get into a real geisha house in Kyoto to find out the truth. Why do girls do it? And can serving men this way really make them or me happy? Kyoto has a traditional geisha district in the middle of town. It's like being in an old movie. Everything is small and papery, and it feels very mysterious, with lots of hidden closed doors.
So is this the house?
Yes, just next to it.
So what's the first thing I say, and how do I say it?
You just say, konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
I have found a geisha madam willing to take me in for a week for intense training. There are 3 levels of geisha: servant, maiko, then a fully fledged geisha, or geiko as they call it here. I want to experience all 3, and if I get it right, I might be able to serve top clients.
To be a real maiko is a very strict world. Is that okay by you?
Yes. Yes.
Madam, known as Mother, takes me straight upstairs to the room where they hold parties for clients, for lesson 1, learning to kneel properly. Kneeling is the traditional geisha posture, symbolizing subservience. I'm surprised something so straightforward needs a whole lesson, but I soon find out why. After just a few minutes, it's incredibly painful.
Everybody has to go through it. Everybody has a hard time.
Does it hurt you anymore?
Doesn't hurt anymore.
I'm relieved when Mother introduces me to the other girls in the house. 2 geisha and a beautiful young maiko from the country called Kokune. She's just 17.
One-san and Okasan said to you that don't make any excuse, just accept.
Okay. After a few hours, I'm kneeling well enough to learn the next step.